working.
What makes a trip unforgettable? You'll know it when you feel it.
Oops. These are pretty beefy. Take some deaths in here for sure. Oh. Is there anything I can do here? Lightning, fire. Where can I even get lightning here, I guess? Re-roll this. Oh, we might have to re-roll this. Fuck it, let's send. Fire, life, res, regen. And the fire helps a little bit. Now I just need lightning. Fuck it, I'll keep that. Works for me. For now. It's not really anything super useful. I mean, whatever. Alright. Now I need, it says cold. So where can I get lightning? That's whack lightning. It's my other one. That's whack lightning too. Big cold though. Oh, but 1029, 1025. Then take this cold and make it lightning. Oh fuck, of course I used all that. 75, yeah, that works. Blue. $51 chaos. Hold the lightning. Alright, that's a little better. We're a little closer. Max cold res, that doesn't matter. Alright, whatever, let's go try this. Oh, you know what? I could do LE res. Oh, this is a whack flask too. Alright. So we need, oh wait. That has LE res, that's fine. And then attack speed. Probably put on poison, whatever. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna have to go spend a bunch of money. Nice. Oh shit, I have to be able to kill the boss. Oh, see if this build can do it. Oh, it didn't consume. Alright. Yeah, this build, I don't know, I'll have to have all the buffs. This build's gonna be able to kill the boss. This build might not even be ready to do this yet. So slow, I might need to throw on real boots. This is brutal, dude, these boots. Hold up, buddy. Oh, it feels so slow, it's crazy. Oh, fuck that. Oh, that thing's gonna kill me for sure, dude. Damn, another one? Oh, this motherfucker's back. Dude, some of these rares. just hope I have enough fucking... Hold up, buddy. Need these Headhunter buffs. If I have any chance of beating this chick. Jesus. What nightmare. Alright, we might have to lose these quant boots for a sec. This is just too nuts walking around at this pace. Yeah, these boots are fucked up.
Blessings. Keep your eyes sharp.
But this is gonna fuck my resist up again too. God, I just don't want to walk around so slow. Whatever. I'm gonna die anyways. Need more Headhunter buffs. No, let me out of there. Gotten any good altars last couple maps. Shooting in all directions. It's unfortunate. Of course, the first altar you take. Right now I don't really need to kill the boss.
Cool winds. Celerin.
You can never die. Why don't you test it?
Oof. Man. Dude, they're not giving me any altars. What is going on here? Oh, what is with these bosses? Oof. Oh, what is all this? Oh yeah, I forgot about that dude. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to kill this full vector.
Scylla.
That's not anything, is it?
War Knights.
Alright, buddy, chill. trouble back here, dude. Can't get those buffs. This Tane, dude, keeps popping up. Get out of here, dude. There we go, dude. Let me get some altars in this bitch. Oh, that looks good. New feature. We're getting greedy. Oh yeah, fuck it. Is there a build? Extremely expensive. Yeah, I think the reason why a lot of MF is bow based is because you can get so much damage out of the bow itself, right? Like, and you have so much range, and typically you don't have a ton of survivability, you know, if you're close to things and you have all MF gear. So bows just kind of have become the standard for kind of a multitude of reasons. You know what I mean? And again, just the fact that you can get so much flat damage on them makes for them to just be kind of superior, you know? You probably could go, you know, one thing I have been curious about is doing a spellcaster that uses that, you know, it like opens the boxes or whatever, nearby boxes when you're cast a spell. That might be kind of dope. There's shit in those boxes. But yeah, typically MF is going to be expensive, like a true MF. I've kind of found with the new altars that kind of a hybrid is better, like being able to efficiently farm T16s is better than like a true MF that needs to run like T8s and stuff like that really has no survivability. But yeah, Assassin. So honestly, the reason why Deadeye is what you would typically do. The fact is I just ran. I started this as another character. I ran a Spark and I didn't like it, and I don't necessarily want to level another character. So I just decided I was going to do it on this. This will be sufficient, and you know you don't get the projectiles in the chain, but you do get you know, a lot of crit, which is kind of the difference. So again, yeah, Deadeye is what you want for sure. And I do have a guide that I put out that was my Deadeye last league. It was pretty insane, honestly. But let's see. There's a video on my channel a few videos back, but what is this? Yeah, we'll save that actually. Oh, I guess I was on it. So like this was my MF from last league, and I went Deadeye. So, and it was good. Obviously, you know, far shot's good. You know, additional proj, you know, skills chain and additional time. Like this is the superior class for sure. But like I said, I just had an assassin, and assassin will be fine. You have the same, you know, access to everything on the tree. But you know, like this bow, I crafted this, and you know, you just can't, all that flat elemental damage, you just can't match that on anything else. Maybe a two-handed melee, but you can't really go melee because you have such low survivability as MF that like you you can't be that close to things, you know what I mean? So a spellcaster would work, but the problem is going to be finding all that damage. So, you know, I think that's typically, and personally, bows are my favorite build, so I really don't have necessarily an issue with it. But I did think it would be kind of cool to run that. I don't even know where it is, honestly. But like, or maybe it's one of these. Maybe it's like a weird fucking. Oh yeah, open chest when you cast a spell. Honestly, I think that could be kind of dope. I mean, I could be way off, but like, there's stuff in those chests, and if it's just opening them for free all around you, that could be kind of cool. So I thought about doing that, and then I just talked myself back into doing lightning arrow. But this will look similar to this at some point, probably. Transfer everything into um, the 12 passive clusters, which is increased effect and all that. And this one's still a bit of a mess. I haven't completely gotten it the way that I would like. It's still pretty early. We'll get rid of all this, change this, probably again put another one down here, all that,
Salah.
but it's a lot of fun, man. It's
War Knight.
expensive. Like, you typically want it to be your second build, at least. This was technically my third because I leveled this as something totally different, but
Cool winds.
those might sell for more. But
War Knights.
that was a pretty whack little run on Crimson. Let's go try again. If it's whack, we're gonna go to. Yeah, those are worth more, I think. Yeah, for sure, man. It's a lot of fun. It really, Magic Find is a lot of fun. But it's just, yeah, it's an expensive investment. And it's pretty standard. Like, this is pretty much, this is wrong. Like, you don't want this amulet. But these rings, the chest, the gloves, the boots, you want these. It's pretty tried and true. And then just a ton of flat damage and a bunch of additional projectiles. And you'll be all good. But I'll be around, man, if you have more questions. Maybe I can help out.
Blessing.
Oh, fuck, dude. I have to go buy. I don't have anything. We need Harbinger, Ambush, and we might just be ready to move to full-on Reliquary, boys. Alright, let's do 5, I guess. 1, 2. So we want... What do we want? Divination. Give them a sec, and then you move on. Damn, you gotta move on pretty quick. They want a lot. I don't really want to buy 5 Divines worth, but it's probably not the end of the world. Fuck it. Is that the best I can do? Where's the shot? Damn, I didn't want to spend 5 Divines on this. I want to get my amulet. Alright, we're panicking. We're not doing that. Alright, who's hitting me? Ancestor, and then what's the first one? Arrow Brust. Ancestor Cats. I think that was a good one, yeah. We need... Alright, now we need Reliquary. Oh no, we need Ambush. me a second, buddy. Oh, why did I go in here, bro? Sorry, I'm trying to run your shit. Alright. Harbinger? Where's Harbinger? Alright. What does he want? Body armor? Oh yeah, that's pretty decent. Alright, what was I doing? I need one more. I forget what I need now. Oh yeah, reliquary. I just saw him, I swear. Dude, am I fucking stupid or what? Soul fight. There it is. Gotta get these while they're cheap, because people aren't running these right now. These are good though. If anybody answers. So, buddy. Alright. I should probably start buying my sections too, but oh, this build's a little too squishy at the moment. Just waste a bunch of maps. What does he want? Oh, couldn't even see it, dude. Alright, dude, I'm about to go do not disturb. This is getting crazy. What are you doing, dog? 15 chaos? If he doesn't accept this amount. Alright. 15C, you better be show up ready to go, you know what I mean? Dude with 2 divines showed up and got right out of there. No hesitation. Alright, yeah. Chaos, no, that one's whack. Yeah, we might keep that. That's... yeah, fuck it. That additional fizz. Dude, we didn't even roll these, boys. We were just about to head in white maps. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna die in there for sure. Yup, that's a death. Couple. Crit, I'm done there. Alright. Oh shit. Alright, well if we can live through this, this should be a pretty good one. Save that one for last, in case we brick it.
The face that stares back in the mirror is a stranger.
Oof. Dude, we are moving slow here, boys. Giving me garbage ass altars, man. I'm gonna die trying to grab this shitty ass scarab. Is there anything, are there? Dude, we haven't gotten any altars really. It's pretty crazy. Oh shit, I thought they were dead. Is this even worth it? Oh, there's a harbinger in here. Kinda. I'll probably die. Fuck. Viscose. Alright, 39, that's good.
Hello.
Are these worth anything? Yeah, a little bit. Oh yes, it doesn't recognize this thing. Viscose. Everybody loves a viscose. And that's true MF, I feel like. Maybe not.
Celerin. Salah. Keep your eyes sharp.
They are watching you from beyond this world. Can you feel them?
Oh, I leveled. Weird. There we go. Get some fucking quant, dude. Get some additional div cards here. Actually, I think these are worth something with the good corruption. Oh, Venters. Yeah, we take those. We take those. Yeah, there's our first little zing, dude. What is it? Oh, it's a divine. Neat. A few maps, man. I hadn't heard anything for a while there. Boy. There we go. Now they're giving us altars, though. You know, I've been wanting to make an MF character. Not the biggest fan of bows for some reason. There any not? So yeah, someone was just asking me that too. Honestly, the reason why bows are kind of the MF standard is because it's so much easier to get a lot of damage out of them. Because MF, because you're sacrificing a lot of survivability and damage for quantity and rarity, depending on what you're doing. Bow just kind of gives you the best opportunity to off-screen things, right? So you can blow up packs before you even see them, which not a lot of other skills are able to do stuff like that, allowing you to keep your distance while you do damage and build up buffs and stuff like that. Like a Magic Find build is typically pretty expensive because you essentially all of your damage comes from your bow. And that's why they're so expensive, because you can get so much damage out of them. But it just kind of comes with the territory, right? Like a Magic Find is typically a little bit more difficult if you're new to the game. What would be more efficient is if you made a nice, like a character that was able to kind of all around do a lot of things. It can map pretty good. You can beat the bosses. It has good damage and some good survivability. And then just using kind of a Magic Find strategy, right? So like juicing up your maps and doing all that, but not necessarily investing into whatever But I just chose Assassin. Deadeye's better. I ran Deadeye last league and the league before that. I just chose Assassin because I leveled a Spark character that I didn't think Spark was very fun. I had never played it and I always wanted to try it. Leveled it, hated it, and I was like, I don't want to level another character. So I was just like, this will be fine, especially with the new tattoo that'll allow me to get an additional proj. So that's kind of my thought. But yeah, Deadeye is better. I just did it just because, um, like I said, the character was already leveled. You know what I mean? So it made my life a little bit easier. But
Blessings.
I mean, Magic Find is a lot of fun for sure. Like
Keep your
it's a
eyes
blast, but
sharp.
it just takes a lot to get it going. Can I use this for the trade up? Corrupted one, I'm sure, right?
Blessings.
No, you can't. Wow,
Blessings.
crazy. But yeah, I'll lose out because again with Deadeye, I mean, you typically don't have to use Dying Sun, so I have to use Dying Sun, and I'm having to take all the additional projectiles and stuff like that. So in I brought, and this is my Magic Find from last league, which was Deadeye, and it's again it'll be a similar tree, the one that I'm on now to this, but these clusters are extremely expensive. Um, and then the bow was insane. Like I fractured that myself, and that took a few tries, and and all that. So like, but that's where all of your damage comes from is your bow. Yeah, I've never played Impending Doom, but dude, honestly, like bows, like so this is my opinion with bows. Bows are my favorite to play for a lot of reasons. Number one, I really like crafting, so it gives me an opportunity to craft essentially the better items in the game, right? Like a good bow. Everybody always goes on and on about who crafted the best bow every league, right? Or who has the best bow in standard or whatever. So like that's one thing that I like about it. I like ranged abilities, and so it kind of just fits everything that I like. I like faster characters that are more reliant on avoiding mechanics as opposed to just tanking things. But again, typically for my league starts, I like my league starts to be more tanky and stuff like that, just so I could say, um, just so I can get through everything. Yeah, I mean, and that's just that crafting is just a like I mean, there's number one, there's a ton of resources out there, but also you just kind of got to do it and just kind of see what happens. And what I would recommend is if you're new to the game, um, the best site is let me get this. So to kind of learn um, what mods and things can roll on certain items. So if you're interested in crafting, what you can do is you come here to POEDB, and like let's say you're like, I want to craft or here we were talking about bows, so you're like, I want to craft a bow, right? So now you can come in here and you can see everything that can potentially roll on that bow as a prefix and a suffix, right? So three of these, and then and you can get far more in depth, but it'll also show you the weight of it, right? So the lower the weight, the less likely it is for some of these things to roll. And like some of them have a very high weight and some of them have a very low rate. Tier 1 cold damage, a weight of 126. But you can kind of come in here and get an idea of what can roll on things and what the likelihood of it actually rolling is. And then it'll show you everything for all the different influences. So if you want to roll, some of these start to be used less and less and less. I think now typically, for the most part, people go with the well, I guess you wouldn't have Eldritch implicits, but as far as those go, you can come in and learn all your Eldritch implicits and the weight and all that kind of stuff. um did I craft this bow on one of the streams? Maybe. It might be. I honestly don't remember if I did it on or off stream, but I will say though, the next thing I'm gonna do is, well, I need to replace the amulet, but the next thing I'm gonna do is craft a bow. And like I can even give you the quick like little rundown. So basically what I did was I just went and bought a fractured base with bow attacks, fire additional arrow, which I don't think, oops, I don't think that in and of itself is very expensive. Um, and you like I six linked it and did all that kind of stuff, so we want fractured. So yeah, I mean you can go buy one of these for 1 chaos, right, and link it yourself, or maybe you get one, maybe if you could get one that has 6 links, um, 2 divine, so not crazy expensive, right? You throw 2 divine at it, you get your 6 link, get your bow additional arrow, and then you're just gonna go in and use one of the like flat damage modifiers high as you can, ideally the highest, and you just use flat cold, right? Flat fire, flat lightning until you get at least one more. And this is obviously the first one. You want them to get better and better and better. But like for this one, I just hit, I used the fire essence until I hit lightning. And then I did, prefixes cannot be changed. And this might be too much. I don't know how new you are. But then you take, you add prefixes cannot be changed. Hit it with one of these veiled chaos, and then it allows you to unveil, I wanted attack speed, but instead we got that. So again, that might be a little too much. I don't know how new you are, but it's not, it's just really a matter of kind of knowing what to do, but also just having currency. So like your best bet if you want to start crafting is find a method in the game that you think is fun to just run repeatedly, find a way to do it efficiently and just make money and just start oh, okay, yeah, so you got an idea of what you're up to then. So yeah, I mean it's one of those things that like I always say the first thing you should do is find an activity that you really like in the game and find a way to run it efficiently, because the more currency you have, the more crafting you'll be able to do. And that's just what it comes down to. So whether you want to farm bosses or you want to farm maps or you want to go run Trials of the Ancestors or you want to go run whatever, um, you will make money, and then and then that's what will allow you to craft. And I do, again, like the gear on this is like, this is horrific. I got to get rid of this, but I just don't have the ability at the moment. But the next thing I would like to do is craft a bow. So either I need 30 divine to buy a fractured +2 additional arrow, because this is good enough. There's no reason for me to craft another one of these with just 1 arrow on it. This is sufficient um for the first time. Oh nice, yeah, that's huge, dude. So now you can really start farming some stuff up, and like and once you get your atlas going and you can start opening up your tree and everything and favoriting your maps, like see we're fully and actually we could probably turn off some of these cemetery, turn them into Crimson Temple. That'll be good. But then you get your Atlas tree all set up. And again, like this is, I made the video today and this is the way that I do mine. This is the best strat that I've found because it's the most fun for me and I make the most money, right? So, but you might be interested in running a bunch of, whatever, rituals or maybe you like farming up the synthesized stuff or whatever the case is, right? Or the bosses, there's a million different things. You like breach or that dude that came over from Diablo, microtransactions or whatever. Like he likes to run blight, which I think is horrific. Like I hate that mechanic, but he fucking loves it. And that's what's great about this game is that like you can find whatever suits maybe the build that you made, or maybe just what you enjoy playing. But this has been pretty standard for me. This tree essentially for the last like I don't know 3 or 4 leagues. And it's gotten me my Headhunter and my Mage Blood every league. So yeah, you should. Oh, Beyond's awesome, dude. I mean, and Beyond, if you ever get a Headhunter, Beyond and Headhunter is it. Once I get this build in a little bit better shape and I can run like really like as fully juice maps as I can do, I'll spec over essentially into all of the beyond nodes. We'll probably lose the tormented spirit and all that, but it's just it makes the maps a little bit more difficult. It's good currency. But yeah, man, I mean, all of these, right? Like, if you find a good combination, you typically only want to choose like 4 or 5 things at the most that you're going to spec into and focus. Like, mine is strong boxes, harbinger, delirium, and the green. Um, do I boss rush? Honestly, I just try to get as much of the things done as I can. Like, I typically don't like do any sort of farming strats at the very start. I spec into essences just because essences help me just slam mods onto items so that I can just kind of continually be progressing items really simply, because a good tree and a good build from the start will get you through or into red maps before you really have to start trying to do anything crazy. So I typically try to get as much of my atlas done as possible. I try to get my void stones as quickly as I possibly can. So basically whatever I can do to get me to probably my void stones, I guess, would be the main goal for me, is what I do. So I like expedition early too. That's another one. So like early, my tree is very different than what it is now. But like when I first start the league out, I typically like to go um, Legion. Or not Legion? Expedition. So we do all the expedition stuff. I do all the essence stuff. I still do strong box, but I do all the essence. Um, Up until this league, I didn't do it but I usually run a lot of heist. I think heist is really good for leveling and just making early currency and dropping some items and stuff like that you can use. But this league was a little bit different. I kind of just did whatever was coming. I did expedition. And I still think that if you can find ways to do things in maps, it's the most lucrative. If you can find, so whatever it is, like obviously you can make a ton of money Sanctum. I've made good money playing Trial of the Ancestors this league, but I think that if you find an efficient way to map that you really enjoy that you can do quickly, it is the best way to make currency, and it almost always has been. Like, there are anomalies sometimes, Sanctum and all that, but Sanctum, only a handful of builds can just like farm that shit up. You know what I mean? Like, lots of builds can farm maps and lots of builds can make money on maps. But, you want to go make, 7, 8, 9 diviner run in Sanctum. Like, you're gonna have a very, very specific build that's probably worth a lot. There's no 6 divine. I mean, there are, like, that's not necessarily true, but like, it's just, but in a map, kind of like that dude Darth microtransaction that came over from Diablo, right? Like, his build did no DPS. Like, that shit was a true ZDPS, and he found blight to work for him. You know what I mean? And like, he was able to just stand there and make strong totems, and he was able to farm up currency. Yeah, the Sanctum is fucking so dope. I love the Sanctum, and I had a lot of fun. I thought I was gonna run a bunch of it this league, but I ended up running a lot of trial. Oh, where did this point? Oh, I just got this, huh? Leveling up. Sanctum's fucking awesome. Like, it's so much fun. I played the shit out of that league. Oh, we can lose these points too. Oh wait, what is this, dude? Another wasted point here, boys. I mean, these are useless, kinda. What are we gonna do here? It's the start of their movement. But yeah, I mean, Sanctum, you just want to be fast and you don't want to get hit by fucking anything. You know what I mean? And you can make so much money in there, though. It's crazy. Dude, I gotta fix this tree. This is just such a nightmare. Like, what is this? What do I even have this for? Critical strike chance? Alright, we're about to slam on a good one, boys. Ready? Oh, fuck yeah, that'll work. Alright, let's go. Alright, so now we're gonna take evasion, ES. Yeah, we don't need none of this. Some point to try new builds and get a big ticket. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? So like, that's another good point, is that like basically in every build you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to make a decision to either just farm on it or make another build, right? And I've decided, I've tried the leagues where I make a ton of builds and do all that kind of stuff, but I've decided that I kind of like doing two builds, one that's a generalist and one that is very good at farming currency, which is lately the last 3 or so leagues have been a Magic Find. Last league was a Bone Shatter and a Magic Find. The league before that, the hell, I think I ran Righteous Fire and Magic Find. So like that's kind of the conclusion I've come to, and the best way to do that is for you to, like I said, find a strategy that you find enjoyable and just send it and just do it and do it and do it. You know, if I personally like farming currency and divination cards, so I put a lot of quantity into my magic find and not a ton of rarity. But yeah, that's the best bet, dude. And this, I mean, this is a good strategy to yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? Like it's hard to run beefy ass maps without like a headhunter. You know, you can also get the what is it, inspired learning. They're like little baby headhunters. Um and they're not the same. They don't come close, but if you can get two into your build, you know, they help with just kind of fast mapping, inspiring. How much are these anyways? Oh wow, they're 100C. Figured they'd be cheaper than that. But these are fun. I mean, these are cool just for kind of like a little chill little magic find. You could go inspired learning, one or two of those, and then actually that the Biscos, you throw that on there. Um, you know, you can have kind of a little. Oh, shrines are good too. Yeah, shrines are good. I used to run a lot of shrines. The in Sentinel League, I ran a lot of Shrine in Sentinel League because you could come in and just fucking fill a whole room with oh shit, I started this map. Let me go run this. Start a whole you know, I forget what it was. You know, you'd send those things out and it would throw like a little icon or whatever. But this build is extremely rippy, like Magic Find typically is, and so I have to like stay far away from everything until I can get some Headhunter buffs. Oh, he's not fucking mine yet. Dude, is this dude gonna die or what? Oof. Get me out of there, buddy. These are all whack. Is that dude not on my squad yet? I haven't killed his monster yet. What does? What does? What, like my skill? Oh yeah, that is my guy. So that just becomes a headhunter buff, that dude. Oh, headhunter, so headhunter basically, every rare monster that I kill, I take his powers for like 60 seconds. So the little icon up here at the top, those are my headhunter buffs. So I have 21 rare monster modifiers that I'm using now, if that makes sense. So like if they have more life, then I get more life. If they shoot more proj, I get more proj. If they move faster, I get the, you know what I mean? Whatever their is making them rare, I then get their powers for 60 seconds. Oi, see, but you get greedy and you want to pick up this fucking jewel. So yeah, this is kind of the king of magic find right here, is the headhunter. It doesn't look anything crazy, but that when you kill a rare monster, you gain its mods for 60 seconds is the most. This is, in my opinion, the most fun item in the game. They're also extremely expensive. But this is what I farmed up for the last 3 days to get so that I could start working on this magic find. Because essentially this magic find revolves around this belt. Oh, it's insane, dude. It's other than the mage blood, it's the strongest item in the game, I think, and it's the most fun, dude. Even the little inspired learnings, like if you can find an MF build with some inspired learnings, and eventually maybe I can build one. Oh, dude, I want this jewel. Come on, buddy, just let me get it. All right, we're out of here. Got the jewel. Now I don't have any buffs though, so now I just got 5 right there. But when I don't have any Headhunter buffs, I pretty much get one shot by everything on this build. So this can be frustrating, to be honest. And then I lost my Delirium Mirror, right? So you know, they can't all be perfect. But I think last league, I think I dropped like 14 or 15 solo apothecaries with a build similar to this one. I dropped 2 or 3 on my starter build, my Bone Shatter, and then I dropped like 14 or 15 on my magic find. So it was pretty crazy. That's why it's hard to move away from this strat for me. Plus, I love mapping, so it works out pretty good.
Blessings.
Alright, last one. We're gonna go to Cemetery. I guess we got 1 divine out of this run, right? It's been kind of a... again, I just love... I've done Tornado, actually. I did Tornado 2 leagues in a row, I want to say. Those were the first ones that I did. And I just... Lightning Arrow is so tight. It's just such a cool ability. I love it. And the thing about it's a lot more forgiving too. Like Tornado Shot requires you to place to be fully effective. Like you kind of, I mean, I guess to a certain point when you get enough Headhunter buffs, it doesn't even matter. But earlier on, it requires you to be a little more precise on where you put your shots. Like you typically want to try to click right behind mobs so that the explosion happens behind them and then shoots them in all, or in the middle of packs and things like this, where in Lightning Arrow you can just shoot it and everything just explodes. And then, you know, Herald of Ice is probably my favorite. Oi, gotta get out of there, buddy. We're in trouble. See, it gets a little rough early in the map, but yeah, Lightning Arrow is just so fun, dude. It's just a really cool ability. But Tornado Shot, again, might even be the more effective choice. I just think this is more fun, personally. Dude, these dudes just died, little dudes. Oh, I'm gonna die in here. There's no way, right? Yeah, there's no way. You know what? I want to say I have a microtransaction for it too. I do. What's this one? Divine Arrow or Gore Lightning? Let's try this one. Honestly, don't even remember. Oh yeah, I do remember this one. Oh dude, this is a problem. Put all my good fucking altars back here. I have no Headhunter buffs, so I just have to stand here and tickle these things. Ice Shot a contender? I think it is nowadays, to be honest. I think you could do that. I don't know, and I want to say that used to be what it was. Maybe my first ever. Maybe it was Ice Shot early on. Now that you say that, that might be the case. But yeah, I think so, especially now that you've got the Valve version and stuff. I think it would be more viable. And that shit's fun, dude. Ice Shot's sick. If you've never ran Ice Shot, that shit is a blast. I feel like this microtransaction is gonna blow my eyes out. Oh, this is that fucked up ass area. You know what I think it is? They're immune to elemental ailments, so my Herald of Ice isn't really working. Dude, what is going on here? But yeah, I think you could I think you could. An Ice Shot, like I said, is a blast, dude. Ice Shot's a blast. I don't know if I'd want to go back in there, dude. Get some buffs again, and we'll go back in there. Yeah, the immune to elemental ailments is a pain in the ass. Alright, dude. Oh, dude, Ice Shot's sick, dude. That would definitely... I mean, again, I think you could use any of the skills between... Not any of them, but between Tornado Shot, Lightning Arrow, and Ice Shot. I would think that they would all be... I think, again, the part of the reason why Tornado Shot's used is they've got the physical damage converted to an element and all that. Like, I think that's a big one. Because Fizz bows are always going to be king. So if you can Fizz convert... Dude, this is brutal. I'm done with this map. That's a waste. I'm just wasting my time at this point. If you can do Fizz convert, that might be one of the reasons, but you might be able to do Fizz convert on Ice Shot too, and I usually do. Yeah, Fizz converted to cold. Increase effect. Yeah, so. Yeah, Ice Shot's dope, dude, and I want to say that maybe back in the day, maybe I did. Let's see. Wait, that's not what we want. Oh wait, I can just go here, right? Shit, man. Crucible, Tornado Shot. Oh wait. Oh, because this is I started as Tornado and then turned it into Lightning Arrow. Let's see, maybe I did do. What was this? Oh, here's your Ice Shot right here. Oh, this wasn't MF though. This was like an actual Ice Shot that I did. But same chest. Ice Shot. Yeah. Cold Pen. Actually, this build probably wouldn't be too expensive to do, honestly, nowadays. I mean, it would be a little bit different now, but I mean, this body armor, this would probably be the most expensive part. You could get an extra one of these. Yeah, I think so. I think that's why. If I remember correctly, that might be. It makes sense that that's what has something to do with it, because like the anomalous or the divergent version or whatever it is, yeah, it does convert to like Fizz as a random element or something like that. So, can I run this? I might be able to run this. Yeah, it's fine. Got a rough couple runs on. We're gonna re-roll this again too, to be honest. As a matter of fact, we're gonna do that. No, because then I have to go by essences. No, we're not. I lied. Motherfucker, I knew it. Alright, we'll just run one of these pre-rolls. They're all kind of whack. That was a rough couple runs there. Didn't get anything out of that. In tomorrow I'll spec, like, I'm gonna start buying all my the sextants and stuff. Like, I haven't even really fully moved to my my full sextant setup yet, just because the amulet that I want is Eyes of the Great Wolf with Quant and Crit Strike multi. So they're fucking, I mean, let's go see, dude. I also just can't deal with my auras yet. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my auras. Let's go see, though. I do want to get one of these. I was looking earlier. Quant. Let's just see how much Quant is. So these aren't too bad at 12. Once you get up to 20, yeah, see, they're like 40 divine. So if you find Eyes of the Great Wolf with Quant on it, they get to be fucking crazy, man. And then let's do Critical Strike Multiplier. This is what I had last wipe, or last league. This is what I rocked. Except I want to say mine was 20. But yeah, that's the one right there. This actually isn't too bad for this, to be honest. If I had 24 divine, I'd buy that right now. But we have 14, so we're not doing that. But yeah, see, and I've spent some time in what's it called? Trial of the Ancestors as well, so. Alright, that's fine. So yeah, but again, I'll have to deal with, because I don't know what I'll do about my, I'll have to lose Herald of Ice and Haste probably. Or, oh, I still don't have a Watcher's Eye either. So that's what I should probably do next, to be totally honest, is I should just go get a Watcher's Eye. And I also wouldn't mind switching over to Hatred. So there's a lot of things. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this yet, because again, because I have access to more base crit on my character, just I don't have the same problems as you do with Deadeye. You know, obviously with this, I don't get the projectiles that Deadeye gets. So the concerns are, look at this fucker who's chasing me. The concerns are a little bit different on this build, and it still hasn't even fully been, like, I kind of just transitioned it over so that I could use my Headhunter. When I dropped the double Apothecary, I only needed one, but when I dropped that, I kind of wasn't ready to switch over. Or this build wasn't ready necessarily, but it seems to be good enough for now. Just I take too many deaths at the moment. Damage doesn't feel great. Let me out of there. Like, the damage is just rough, man. Some of these maps. This one has ailment immunity too on it, I want to say. Yeah, I don't know how I don't think I can sacrifice many attributes, to be honest. Because I'm so starved for attributes that, like, if I start covering them up with tattoos, and I am going to use a couple of them, but like I said, this build is not what it needs to be, that's for sure. Works good enough for now, right? Like, it's farming for me. But why am I not getting altars, though? That's what I want to know. Like, they're just not showing up. Straight up. But yeah, I would like to, well, I'm definitely going to use the increased projectile. Dude, I don't even know what that just was. That was pretty wild. Making the 1 hit point trial. Oh yeah, the trial. I saw that actually. I saw that today. I'd be curious. What is it? Just purely based on block and like evasion, right? Isn't that what the deal is? Take a couple more oils. elementals. I don't get many of those. See this? I gotta quit rolling that elemental ailments thing. Evasion and block. Yeah, it uses that that like quiver, right? Like the, I forget even what it's called. But yeah, I saw that. I hear that shit's pretty nuts, man. It's a cool concept. But yeah, without ailment immunity is absolutely brutal on this right now. Not being able to take advantage of like my chain from my herald and stuff. What are these altars, bro? Horrendous. They're just barely even showing up, and when they do, they're just terrible. We've told him it still doesn't feel great, so. Yeah, that's what I got pretty lucky on the. I tried the Ignite Ballista Totems this league, and it turned out to be a good choice for with on the Chieftain too that everybody thought was going to be bad. I mean, it's been pretty good, you know. It's gotten me into like 1500 rank in trials, so I got pretty lucky starting with the totem build. Yeah, this just feels terrible, dude. I gotta craft the bow, man. This is nuts. I mean, I guess it's the mods on the map too. It's just I got 2 in a row, so it's like a little rough. It's disappointing, dude. And I still haven't even seen the Divine Totem all all league.
Exile.
That might be worth some.
Blessings.
Actually, you could probably roll that kind of dope. Oh, I've been on D&D fucking this whole time. Might have been missing out on big bucks, boys. Yeah, honestly, I think that red side is better early. Blade trap rotate. I've never even seen that. What the fuck is that? I think red is better early, and then
Salah.
blue is better. Blue is more exciting, but red is probably better, to be totally honest, for actually making like big currency. Wait a minute. Did I just put my Crimson Temple away? I'm pretty sure I did. Is that whack ass one? Let's just roll one. What am I doing? But yeah, so blue just has access to like the Divine Altar, which is fucking awesome if you get it. And then it's got, that's terrible too. Whatever, dude. Getting tired. But I also think it's a little more difficult because of they run projectiles when the red is melee. I want to say mostly. But I could be wrong about that. Sometimes when a pack of the blue monsters fucking pick on you from far away, dude, it's over. They'll shred you. this dude from the box? Oh no, that dude was from the box. But yeah, early on, red's nice because it's got like the chaos altar and the sextant altar, and all of those are pretty good currency early on, and they show up way more often. Maybe that was supposed to be my mage blood. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Porcupines too for melee. Keep teasing me, dude, with heavy belts. See, once Headhunter gets going, dude, Headhunter gets going. See, when you've got the Headhunter buffs, you're all good. Be pretty much whatever. Dude, yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's once you get one, it's like, it becomes your goal every league. And it's not as unobtainable, you just need to get your build to a point where you can run, you know, these maps, you know, not as a magic find, but just as a normal character, farm it up, and then, you know, the shit will start dropping. Harbinger's really good. I love Harbinger, honestly. I don't know if I can fuck with this microtransaction, man. This shit's crazy, blowing out my eyes. God, though, when Headhunter gets going, man, this shit is just too fun. I gotta get this build all tightened up. Nah, dude. Run your setup pretty well. Just run his deletes notables for double smalls. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I tried that. I did try some of that last league. Yeah, I mean that's that. I do like Beyond. I typically don't use Beyond until I get this bad boy, but um, they are good. You get a lot of monsters. You get a lot of the currency. I mean that makes sense, honestly. To be totally honest, now that they drop all that new currency and stuff, that's probably not the worst idea. To be honest, I like it.
Hello.
The only difference is there, right, is that you can't. There are no scarabs to enhance your Beyond. Right, there are sextants, you can get better chances to pull them out, but you know you can juice your harbingers in the map, and then you can, or in the map tree, and then you can also add scarabs. Beyond doesn't give you the access to do that, right? Like you can buff them in the tree, but that's it. So but again, Beyond is beast. So yeah, it's just, you know, the harbinger allows you an additional layer of juice for that particular um, mechanic. You know, and that's another thing too. When you're choosing your mechanics that you like, you want to ideally you have one that also has a scarab that corresponds. You know, that's why Legion is so good. Some people like Metamorph. Breach is good. Abyss is really good for leveling if you want to level your character. And it's really good early on because you get all those crazy fucking jewels with like 6 mods on them or whatever. Um, yeah, Delhi. I mean, and again, Beyond is fine, and you'll still be able to though, because it's a lot of rare monsters. Oh, didn't think they'd be that close. It's a lot of rare monsters, so it is good XP and it is going to be good loot. But you know, you'll just you kind of get an additional layer of. Dude, fuck. I wonder what my crit chance is. But yeah, I mean, give it a try. Again, at the end of the day, dude, like, you just gotta find what like is fun for you. Because if it's fun, then it doesn't feel as much like farming, you know? Oh, there's the quiver, I think, for that build. I think that's the one everybody's using. Oh, I'm stuck on that thing. Yeah, the damage just isn't quite good enough on this thing yet. Look at how much they're debating me with those fucking belts, dude. It's heavy belt and leather belt left and right. I haven't seen that yet this wipe, I don't think. Or I keep calling it wipe like Tarkov. Plus I love, I'll be honest, you know why I choose Harbinger, one of the reasons, is I love fracturing orbs, especially now, dude. I fucking love fracturing orbs. They're worth a lot, and they're fun as shit to try to fracture your own items. Look, another one. Do what? Sorry, I don't even know. I just went blank, dude. I was probably saying something. Oh, the fracturing orbs. You mean? Yeah, fracturing orbs are sick. Yeah. That's you use the and those come solely from Harbinger. You just have to have 4 mods on an item, and then you hit it with the fracture, and one of the items will, one of the mods will fracture. So you want to try to get, you know, a few desirable nodes on there when you go to fracture it, even if they're not ones that you necessarily want, so that if you don't hit what you want, you can still sell it. You know, like I'll usually craft on like double damage or something like that, so that if it fractures on double damage, someone will still, you know, might buy that shit. But yeah, Harbinger is very lucrative. So you get all the ancient orbs, which are fun. I love gambling in this game too, so hang on, I want to go find all those fractured items. These, alright. Oops. I think this is the quiver for that one-hit build, though, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's what I dropped off that Harbinger. So see these fracturing shards that drop whatever. So they're 77 chaos apiece, you know, and they'll drop in stacks of 4, up to 4 if you have your tree set up right. So you know, it's like dropping a divine essentially if you get a 4 stack as far as currency goes, and then a whole one they usually sell for like somewhere between 6 and 7 divine. But yeah, that's how I fractured my. I didn't fracture this one. I just bought this base and then linked it and all that. But oh look, it says point blank on it. Is that anything? No, got me. Alright, let's check these real quick.
Exile?
Look at all these debates sitting in here, dude.
Warm nights.
Is that one better than my? No, it's not better than the one on my other build. But yeah, I think that's the one everybody's using. I don't think they're, yeah, I don't know, worth too
Cool
much.
winds.
They drop like they're worth some.
Warm
But,
nights.
these maps were pretty rough, man. I mean, we got a bunch of scarabs, a divine, but pretty whack for like what, 12 maps I think I ran.
Free to explore this vast world, yet here you are, doing the bidding of others.
Plus, this build is just not that efficient yet. Just does, I just don't kill everything, takes an out. I mean, once it gets going, we're good, but I need it to get going faster than that, that's for sure, buddy. All my auras too, dude. I gotta fucking figure this out. I'll do it tomorrow on stream. I just wanted to run some maps. Tonight I was stoked to have the Headhunter. We'll start figuring it out tomorrow. Oof, something's fucking... Oh, it's this dude, this leech, bro. Get out of here. Oh no, dude, see, you know what, I'll tell you right now, there's a buff that you get from Headhunter, and I don't know which one it is or what gives it to you, but when you take damage from something, it like teleports you to that monster, and that shit gets you killed a lot. Like, you see that? It teleported me right into the center of those detonating crit balls or whatever they are. So that's the one thing, when that thing shows up, if you're not super juiced, like, you're in a little bit of trouble when you get that buff. Boss, we're not gonna be able to deal with that either. So see, as you can see, Magic Find is not all fun and games, dude. It's a pain in the ass, man. Oh, hey, nice. Coward's Trial. If I can even get back over there, dude. Fuck. See, maps will get bricked sometimes as Magic Find just because you lose all your Headhunter oh, shit, dude. Little fuckers. You'll lose all your Headhunter buffs, and then you just can't, like, get back into the mix of things. So you're better off just, like, bricking your map and just moving on. We should be alright on this one, but... You know, it's fun while everything's ripping, but when you fucking just burned, you know... Sometimes, you know, if you're running super expensive maps with crazy expensive sextants and shit, like, you know, you'll burn a divine if you brick a map, dude. But again, surprisingly, this is running more smoothly than I thought it would, because I just bought all the items that I have and just like kind of slapped it together on top of my spark that I was making when I didn't like that. Oh, I guess we dropped a couple or a fracturing shard, right? Divine and a fracturing shard. It's a little rough, but that's the way it goes sometimes. A bunch of just little shit. If I was picking all this shit up, it would be... You don't see much either because my filter is so strict. But, you know, there's not even much there either, to be honest. were some rough runs, but so as it goes sometimes. 45 chaos. But again, like with all this shit, if you're selling all this shit, and I usually just throw it in. I don't sell much of that stuff. I just wait on the big stuff. You know, it's, you know, there was a lot of currency to be made there. I just don't pick a lot of shit up or sell anything. I vendor way too much stuff. Global Fizz. Corrupt everything, and then vendor it.
Be careful.
But yeah, all right, boys. I'm gonna get out. I'll be back on tomorrow if you guys come hang out. I'll be on in the morning for a little while, and then football's on, so we got to do a little bit of that. But thanks for kicking it. Appreciate you hanging out, man. It's a good time. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you.